time to grab your glass, fill it up to the brim, because now it is time for 4 hours for commercial-free bourbon drinking.
My mic was muted. I have no idea how that happened. Either way, welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course, old fashions. Right now, we are cruising on to the late night pour version of the stream. You know, every once in a while, I like to dabble it up, switch it up, and we like to do some of the live streams that are on the wide version, right? And granted, that's what we like to do. Better for visuals. Sometimes better for streams too, but at the same time, I know Tux, no audio. I gotta fix. Sometimes we like to do that, and then we like to do a little late night pour, where we switch back over to the vertical view that most people tend to like, and we're gonna break into a little bit of the Chattanooga whiskey, straight bourbon whiskey. Is a single barrel from the Bourbon Barn in Gainesville, Florida. 120.3 proof. If anybody was like curious, right? This bottle, oh, hold on. Ooh, there we go. A little pop for the boys. This one was the store pick that we had to buy to be able to buy one of the allocated bottles at the Bourbon Drop, right? If you haven't watched the Bourbon Drop video, I mean, I definitely recommend to go do that. It isn't the best video in the world, but it kind of gives you a little behind the scenes. You know, I did my best for a spur of the moment stream done from my phone. But this bottle is their first store pick and first single barrel for the Bourbon Barn. I gotta say, like, one of the things that I like the most about this bottle is that it's different. You know, most people can go for a store pick and they can start with Elijah Craig or something like that, something easy. Right? I like that they went a little bit outside of the box, right? And they picked something high proof. They picked something different that you don't see everywhere. And it was picked by like a bourbon group from Gainesville as well that helped the liquor store. Everybody that I've seen at the Bourbon Drop that bought it, that's tried it, they all say they love this bottle. This is the first bottle that I've had of the Chattanooga. It does say Brown Sugar Monster on the back. Right, that's what this little sticker is. I thought that was pretty cool. It does have some brown sugar notes though. So let's check the chat. Let's get to hanging out. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. Happy early Valentine's Day. If you haven't already, let me know what you're sipping on. Let's go. Tux says, oh, I fixed it. That's my bad. Tux says, who's back and still muted? I'm not still muted now, right? Y'all can hear me? I'm good. I don't know why it was muted when I came back, but I mean, it happens. Chris Cunningham says, hey, brother. Chris, welcome back, baby. He says Chattanooga. I mean, fucking shit. What is it? How's it pronounced? Chattanooga. Yeah. If anybody's worried about how I read or say things, then wrong stream, baby. I can't read. It is what it is. I mean, I can read, but you know what I mean. Isaiah said I grabbed 2 bottles. See? Isaiah says I mixed a bit of Penelope and a drop of the Buffalo Trace. Cheers. Hey, I love mixing things. After this pour, if we're still live, I'll mix 2 bottles that you guys choose, and we'll have some fun with it. I had a lot of fun. Even though I only did it in short, I had a lot of fun mixing the Penelope Architect and the Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast. Bro, that mix is delicious. So if you haven't done that, check out the stream or the short that I did. Maybe try it for yourself. Who's that in the stream? Says, have you ever had Eagle River? Eagle River. No, I can't say. Is that like Green River mixed with Eagle Rare, or am I just completely out of it? Who's that says yes? I don't know what that means. G Frizzy says, how do you think the tariffs are going to affect your content? I don't think tariffs or anything political is going to affect my content. And the reason being is because I can go to any liquor store, pick up any bottle that I feel like talking about, and we're going to hang out. We're going to have a couple sips of whiskey, and we're going to just have a good time. I don't give a shit about political anything, to be honest. So, but I appreciate your concern, but overall, I don't think anything's going to affect the way I do things. North Florida says, "What's up, my nougat is like Chattanooga whiskeys." He almost set me up. Don't set me up like that, North Florida. I'd be saying the wrong shit. Tuck says high vanilla architects like number 3 and 7 and 9 pair well with double oaked items. I love my 7. My 7 is the best architect I've ever had. Isaiah has a 10. It's not like mine. But if Tux, the Penelope guy, says, hey, 3, 7, and 9 are the ones, then those are the ones I'll look for. If I can find one of those, I need to pick up another one because I'm cruising to the end. I've almost had that bottle a year, and I've like slowly used it for the right things. Isaiah says, mix some Buffalo Trace and Diet Coke. It's a good time right there. Seagram 7s and 7-Up. A little 7 and 7. North Florida says, yeah, call me off fashion, inspired me. I mixed Buffalo Trace with Jack Bonded today. It was a cool mix. I'm not saying every mix you're going to make is going to be a good mix. But what I find fun, and this might sound like pretentious or bougie or whatever, when you have as much whiskey and bourbon as I do, it's fun to just kind of play with you don't have to do a lot. Just do a small pour. Just kind of mix 2, swirl it around, let it sit for a second, and just see what happens. Because you may find that might be like your go-to. Like me, I love Grizzly Beast. It was one of my favorites for a long time. Penelope brings this nice French oak vanilla vibes to it, and I was like, that pairs well with anything. Let's dabble. You know what I mean? And honestly, that pour, no joke. If somebody bottles it up properly, that could be a lot of people's favorite pours, hands down. Hill Billington says, I'm doing a Buckner's 15 pick at Augusta tomorrow. Can't wait. Cool invite, but okay. No, that's fun. I'm excited for you. Let me know how that goes. I won't be live tomorrow on Friday, but I may go live on Saturday. So touch and go. I'm a busy guy. But I need to make time for the wife on tomorrow. So we'll that's why we're live tonight. Making sure that you guys get some content, making sure we hang out and have some fun, but also making sure I prioritize the right things at the right time. Chris says, no, I was guessing the bottle before I knew what it was. My spelling sucks. Sorry. So your spelling sucks. My reading sucks. Don't worry about it. Isaiah says, gotta make some ultrasonic aging them together. You're right. Frizzy says, yeah, fair enough. Just talking financially because here in Canada, gas is already taking a hit. If you're in Canada, I have no idea what's going to happen to your whiskey stuff up there. So if you are a big whiskey or bourbon fan in general, and that's like your go-to, personally, I say probably stock up. Buy a couple. Buy a few couples. Buy whatever you feel like you need. Just to make sure. Right? I'm not saying you have to by any means. But if I was in a place where I was on the opposite side, the wife said something to me too about this stuff, just so you guys know, tariffs are not going to affect the production of whiskey in America. If anything, it's going to make it easier for me to find it. But I'm in America. If I was outside of it, I would be terrified. I would not know if these distilleries or companies are going to want to ship it elsewhere because of how it's going to cost or what I would have to pay to get it. So prices may go up here, but I know I can get what I want. If I can afford it. Oh, God, that was delicious. So, North Florida says, I like Build 10 a lot. Got to get a 7 and 9 now. North Florida, the 10 you definitely tried at that bourbon drop from Isaiah. My 7, maybe I have this one-off spectacular bottle, but no joke. Every time I drink it, it's like drinking melted vanilla ice cream with some alcohol. It's delicious. But it's also not overly super sweet either. So it's just the perfect blend. You know what I mean? Hill Billington says, I'll be at New Riff Saturday. LOL. Hill Billington, hey, what's up, bro? You just going to flex on us? I didn't get an invite for none of this. I'll be in Tennessee on Friday. Not tomorrow, but the following Friday, I'll be in Tennessee. I know there's one stop I have to make, and it's going to be the, I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. It's like something 46 or something like that. It's like a weird little bar thing that that sells alcohol, and there's a bottle of like Fruity Pebbles vodka there that my buddy really likes. I want to pick that up for him, but whatevs. Tuck says, I'm going to sound crazy. I'm not like saying everyone else would like this. This is just what I personally do, but I like some Penelope Architect with some Coke and a healthy amount of chocolate bitters. Tucks, if I had Coke, I'd try it right now. That sounds good. I like it. A little chocolate, vanilla vibes with a little sweetness from the Coke. I'm down for that. Ruben Benedict in the chat says, every whiskey I've ever tried tastes like petrol. Where should I start? I take it you're probably not in America from the petrol comment. So you're trying to say it tastes like gas, it burns. You don't like the heat of it. So I would say you want to start with something low proof. You want to start with like 80 proof. I would say easy to drink, very approachable for most people is going to be the regular Woodfords. If you don't like that, Elijah Craig. I have the Elijah Craig here. Here, let me duck my face through. Elijah Craig. Oh, I guess I could do it on this camera now. Sorry, I'm doing two streams. Elijah Craig small batch, fairly friendly, family friendly-ish, approachable, super easy to drink. If that's not your vibe, then maybe go to like a Four Roses, this bottle. Not the small batch, not the single barrels, but this bottle. It's coming in at 80 proof as well, and it's super easy to drink. This is what I had at my wedding, actually. So I'd say something lower proof, just to start, right? I have hiccups. Get your feet wet, dive into it a little bit, but don't dive into the high proof stuff because that's what everybody talks about, you know? I think that's how you kind of start slowly working in because you got to acclimate your palate, especially if you're new to it. So that's my best advice. Tuck says, start with Fireball. Don't do that. Hill Billington says, I live in North Kentucky. I mean, I could too. I just didn't get an invite. I'm just saying, I'm not mad. I'm just upset, you know? I'm just devastated. I really want to go to New Rift. So, a New Rift for a pick, though? Come on, fire me up, baby. Rain says, what's up? New to the live? Rains, welcome to stream, baby. This is a weird one-off kind of night. It's on a Thursday. Normally go live on Fridays at 9 p.m., but tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I want you to spend time with your loved ones. I'm going to spend time with mine. So, North Florida says, Penelope Architect Build 10. I picked up a couple months ago. It's really good. We'll be finishing it soon. So many to try, though. There is. And that's why I tell people, don't get caught up in trying to try every version of every bottle. But in your case, you've had 10 that we know is different from my 7. So look for a 7, in my opinion. Get Gooder says, hello, brother. How are we? I'm good. I'm doing amazing. You know what I mean? We just did a big blind of double oaks. So if you guys have time, go back, rewatch the live stream we just got done doing. It was fun. A lot of fun, actually. I love double oaks. So rewatch that if you have time. North Florida says, I need some chocolate bitters. You don't have chocolate bitters? North Florida, here, let me show you. Actually, I have all my old-fashioned stuff over here. The chocolate bitters that I really like, and I've had some. If you can't get the Woodfords, I gotta say that with a phrase of like all the Woodfords bitters in general are better than everybody else. Don't know why, but a second best. This brand, it's called Hella Mexican chocolate bitters. Delicious, really good. A lot cheaper and a bigger bottle than the Woodford. So maybe even just go with that if you're really just worried about it. The chocolate bitters from Woodfords are harder to get though. Yeah, North Florida says Buffalo Trace Reuben. It's a banger for $25. I agree with that. Buffalo Trace would be ideal. It's just hard to get. That's why I didn't say that one. But Buffalo Trace is probably one of the best entry level bourbons in general. It's not spicy. It doesn't burn. It's around 90 proof, nice and sweet. You know what I mean? It's very approachable. So I agree with that. Ruben says, thanks for the advice. You're welcome, buddy. No problem. That's what we do here. Billing says, the pick in Augusta tomorrow with the whiskey weather from YouTube lands. I don't know who that is. But if you tell me the YouTube name, I'll look it up. Tuxio says, try the Penelope Valencia in an old fashioned with an orange bitters. Okay, Tux. In about 10 minutes, we'll do that. We'll do just that. We'll do just. Let me make sure I have orange bitters. I got spiced cherry bitters. I got orange bitters, baby. Let's do that. I could go for a good old fashioned, so I'm here for it. We'll put it to the test, Tux. North Florida says, I have a friend. Chris says, the stream you drank hot chocolate with bourbon was eye-opening for me. Now I crave hot chocolate with a little bourbon. Chris. I can't zoom in. I don't feel like it. But just look right here. Right here. Hot chocolate. Woodford's Double Oak. If you don't have Double Oak, go with something on the sweeter side. Let me move this out of the way. Let's chat. Regular Woodford's, something sweeter. A little bourbon cream. It doesn't even have to be the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. A little bourbon cream sprinkled in there. Marshmallows. Marshmallows mid plus 2. It is absolutely delicious. Super sweet though. It's dessert, right? You know what I mean? You got to know you're going in for dessert. But it is, bro. I drank one on stream. The next day I had another one. I don't talk about what I drink off stream, but it was a good time. So, Billing says he's a meteorologist. Oh, my chat's moving too quick. Meteorologist in Cincinnati. He does bourbon tube. That's pretty cool. I don't do anything fun like that. Karsten, I'm sorry. Whiskey sour, but you have to have the egg whites. I agree. When you have the actual real egg whites, when you make a real whiskey sour, it is better. I'm not the best bartender in the world, though. I usually like my whiskey sours like pre-made. I know. That's shitty to say, but one day I will make a proper whiskey sour on stream. But let's shoot for like April. Let's shoot for April. I'm busy in March, pretty heavily busy, but let's do that. Tuck says sweet. It's one of my favorite ones of Penelope Valencia. Travis says beard looking fire. Hey, enjoy it while you can, because I'm getting a haircut on Saturday and I'm trimming this beard up pretty good. It's so hard to keep up with this long. My hair is atrocious. I look homeless right now. I need to clean myself up. Hill Billington says 1910 hot cocoa or oh Lord. That's a good one too. Old Forester 1910 probably would be one of the better ones. I love Woodfords, don't get me wrong, but it's a little pricey, right? I don't recommend high proof though, because the one thing that I did was like, even with the double oak, it still had a little punch to the back of the throat, and I wish it was just a little smoother. So, oh, I just missed it. Somebody just subscribed. No, who did it? Who did it? Hold on, I know I can pull it up from here. Oh, Karsten. I'm probably butchering that name. That's my bad. Austin, Austin just subscribed about an hour ago. Karsten B just subscribed 4 seconds ago. Appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Turn the bell on. We do go live every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So, my lights didn't change though. I'm disappointed. My lights, they're supposed to flicker and stuff when we do something cool, but They haven't been working properly. Travis said Double Oak's amazing. He's busy in March because of my birthday. When's your birthday, Trav? Tuck says, dye your beard Barbie pink. No. Also, on hot chocolate, the best wifey drink is hot chocolate with Bailey's. So, Carson, this is where we got it, right? The wife actually helped me with it. She made it. I love to take credit. She made me a dark chocolate. I'm a big dark chocolate fan. I don't like normal chocolate too much. But we use bourbon cream. And then we use Woodford's Double Oak. And that way we can still add our bourbon in. We still have the cream aspect. But the bourbon brought that chocolate note. Bailey's in general is typically better. But we wanted a little bit more to it, you know? But you're not wrong. For the wives, especially if they don't like bourbon, mix a little bourbon cream, maybe some Bailey's, you know, Kahlua, stuff like that. It'd make a really good, like, sexy old fashioned. At my wedding, actually, we had a boozy hot chocolate bar because we did it in North Carolina. It was cold, winter. And they had like a hot chocolate mixed with Kahlua and Bailey's, and they had like a, you know, shit to put on top, like all the frilly shit. I don't know, chocolate syrup, s'mores, chocolate chips, you know, marshmallows, all that kind of stuff to put on top, and then regular hot chocolate as well. Travis says, everyone liked the stream, helped the boy grow. Isaiah says, Penelope toasted marshmallow and hot cocoa. As much as I know that would be like fun for the bourbon community, I don't think that actually works in the cocktail. For everybody. Like for some people, it would be amazing. For me, the campfire feel, I don't know if I'd fit well with it. Billing says, Larkin bourbon cream is fire. Okay. Carson says, no, dude, you nailed the name. Made my account back in 2010, so before online, I have to try and get that bourbon cream. The Buffalo Trace bourbon cream is money. It's probably one of the better ones I've had, but I do like the Bailey stuff too. The only issue with the Bailey stuff is it goes bad super quick. We had the Bailey's Churro, the new one, right, that came out during like the Thanksgiving time. It already went bad. Not because like I wanted to, it just went bad. So, as I said, Tequila Rose strawberry cream is my go-to for my girlfriend. That's what she's sipping on right now. That's because she got good taste, bro. That's not because you chose it. I'm just kidding. Chris says, now that I think about it, just seen a marshmallow whiskey, Swiss Miss marshmallow whiskey. It sounds delicious. That's exactly what I'm talking about. North Florida says, Chattanooga store pick kicked 120 proof. The wife even likes it. She was not a fan of the Woodford's Double. She had a bad experience in the past with Woodford's, though. Damn. You know what, North Florida? Your wife was cruising for like a 10 out of 10 for me for a minute. And then she kind of like shitted on the Woodfords. So we're going to say she's at a 9 right now. I love that she's like on this bourbon journey with you, though. I think that's a lot of fun for you, her, and me, to be honest. Like, I find that very fun because, like, you get to experience like different whiskeys and stuff, but you get to bring somebody along. Like, my wife doesn't care for that. You know, she doesn't. Well, we make cocktails, and she'll make a cocktail probably on Saturday for you boys. But it won't be a whiskey version. It's just so me and her can have a little thing to do together. But yeah, she's not a whiskey drinker. You know, not everybody is. So she got too drunk once on Woodford. I get it. Don't we all? I think we all have a story like that, right? But this single barrel, bro, it's really good. Like, hats off to Bourbon Barn for picking something this well done for their first pick. So, Carson says, I live in the sticks up in North Georgia, so I can get a bottle of Eagle Rare for MSRP or cheaper. Local shop had 4 bottles for $39, so I bought 2. Big score. That's a good pickup. I'm with it. I drive through North Florida, or no, not North Florida. I mean, I do, but North Georgia all the time. I'm away to North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm going to Tennessee next, not this Friday, but the following one for another wedding. I know I'm going to try and make a couple videos, if not one really big one. I'm going to try and do some bourbon hunting stuff, so we're going to see what it's like. So we're about another 25 minutes in this stream. What should we drink? Should we mix something? Right? Should we blend something together, have some fun with it? Should I have a pour or should I do an old fashioned? So Ryan says, you should try Johnny Walker Red Vanilla Fusion, 1/8 of vanilla bean, split and scraped for every 10 milliliter of whiskey. Well, Ryan, that sounds sophisticated as hell. I hate to disappoint you, you know, because your beard in the photo looks great. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we'd be great friends, but I don't like Johnny Walker, you know? Carson says, do you work weddings, photograph or something? Yeah, so my day job, I have multiple jobs. People can't wrap their head around that. So I do multiple things, but I have my own business. It's wedding photography and videography. Not that I'm doing a ton. Last year, 2024, I shot 53 weddings. Not personally, but my business did. This year, I'm not doing near as much because I'm trying to dial it back. I want to focus a little bit more on the YouTube stuff and my other jobs. Plus, we had a kid, so. Yes, my main experience is photographing weddings, wedding film, stuff like that. Hence, why some of the camera work is a little bit more bougier because I unfortunately spend a lot of money on cameras. Tuck says, blessed are the old-fashioned makers that will be called for the children. Bro, Tux, what are we doing? Oh, Tux or Hill Billings says, Tux, aren't you a mod for the Whiskey Reaper guy? He says, maybe. Damn, Tux, I see you. Straight cheating, and somebody called you out. I see you. Why don't you go hang out on that stream then? I'm kidding. Kinda. Yeah, damn. Ryan says, after a week, really mellows out, turns into more roasted flavors. You're going to be in Chattanooga next Friday. You should come to Cigars International. Ryan, correct? Help me out. Cigars International, is that like a bar, or is that like a store? I love a good cigar. I wish I knew more about cigars that I could talk about it on the stream, but I don't. But I do love them. I love puffing on a little good cigar. Bro, you got your hand in the cookie jar over here, boy. Okay, everybody's saying do a little old fashioned. I'm down for that. Carson says, no, I feel that I used to shoot weddings, worked contract for a church back in the DSLR days. Now I only shoot my 35 120 millimeter film. I just use my Sony A7. Oh, I mean, I love the Sony stuff. I use Canon. People give me shit because I talk about my camera stuff too much. I mean, I've been doing it for like 10 years. But I have the R5 for my second cam down here. I have the Canon R6 Mark II for this cam. I have some bougie stuff, not to like be like, ooh, look at that, but like it's just what I use. The lenses are always expensive. So let me do this. I'm gonna go grab some ice real quick. And Isaiah says do a new Riff old fashioned. So everybody said Tuck said do a Valencia old fashioned. And do it with orange bitters. So I'll probably do that. I love a new Riff old fashioned. And maybe we do both, but let me go grab the ice first. And I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. Oh, Ryan says cigar bar. Okay, that sounds like a game plan. Definitely want to do that. Hang tight for just a second, and I'll come back and we'll discuss. We'll discuss. See, it took like 2 seconds. Let's see. As I said, do the Valencia first, see how you feel. I like to dabble. Sometimes I like to go too hard. I got to go to work in like a couple hours, but it's fine. Tuck says, Call Me a Fashion uses his great quality cameras to shoot some high quality pour nose. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about there. Billing says, I get to pick up a. Tuxedo says, tipped $1.99. Pop that sherry. Hey, I love a little sherry. Bro, so the sherry finished New Riff. A little cherry bitters, a little cherry, some orange bitters as well. I feel like it'd be money. But I'm always a man of my word. I'd love to find a reason to love this bottle. I really would. Not just because Tux, but because I spent money on it and I just haven't found anything that I like with it. But it's sexy. It's a sexy bottle. You know what I mean? So, like, give me a reason. Carson says, Nikon guy back in 2010s with the DSLRs, but the first time I used Sony A7, I became a true believer. I mean, you went from potatoes to, like, 4K in like 10 seconds, so I totally get it. North Florida says, Fishhawk has been my favorite, but I have not had a bottle in a while to compare. I know. Hopefully you wait for us and we all go at the same time, because I feel like that'd be a fun time. Well, I misread Hill Billington's earlier. I'm going to reread it. He says, I get to pick up a group pick from New Riff Saturday. It was amazing. 118 proof, beautiful barrel. I have 6 bottles of that Boba rye as well. It's amazing. I just want the 118 proof thing that you're talking about because I love New Riff, but I just wish I could get a little bit extra proof on them. I know it's coming, so I'm being patient with them. Chris says, I made a Knob Creek 12 old fashioned yesterday. It was fire. First time I ever had a cinnamon note in my old fashioned. Knob Creek 12 is really good. It's my favorite Knob Creek. I'd say as well, that makes a mean old fashioned. Hill Billington said, one pour of my Valencia and now I want to sell it. Hill Billington, unfortunately, that feels like where I'm at. I don't want to sell it. I'd like to keep it and hope that it like opens up or does something fun. But I just don't know if I'm going to like it. Just overall, it just hasn't been what I wanted. Not that I don't want to like it. It just hasn't been what I wanted, As it says, yeah, I'm super excited for the Fishhawk trip. Yeah, I'm not trying to hold off on it, but I'm just trying to make sure like we have a good group. I feel like that would make the trip because I want to film, but I don't want to be the one filming. So I want to bring a videographer. I want to bring one of my buddies, bring the wife. Obviously, I want North Florida to go. We'll see who else we can drag into that trip and have some good fun with it. North Florida says, it looks like cold weather will remain for a couple weeks. You don't want to be sitting outside sipping whiskey in Florida summer. We need to go soon. I agree. North Florida, I got your email. So let me get past this stuff and maybe we try to do it like first week in March, second week in March, something like that. Try to get it done in the next like couple-ish weeks. I know that sounds like shitty because I'm doing that because I'm just busy. But I agree with you. You don't want to be sitting in a distillery trying some hot-ass whiskey when it's hot. It's just not a good time. Hillbilling says, single barrel picks from New Riff are usually 116 to 120. No, that's not correct because I have one that's 110.6. It's my favorite, but I've had it for a while now. If I could find one a little bit higher, I would by all means be buying it. Not that it's incorrect. It's just not correct for where I'm at. How about that? Ryan says, Elijah Craig infused with cocoa nibs. It's another great infusion. 2 grams milliliters. Let it sit for a week. 1 gram milliliter is a little dark chocolate flavor. I'm sorry. 3 grams, it gets real dry. So we want the 1 gram because I like the dark chocolate stuff. That just hits right. Buto says, yo ho, y'all still drinking? Hey, we're still dabbling. We're still diving in. Tux, he's like, I guess Tux cat went to bed. No, Tuck's still here for now. He might bitch out soon, but he's still here. I need my cherries. You know what's funny? Is that, oh, there they are. I was about to say, bro, I had Luxardo, which is like a nice cherry brand. You can find it anywhere, but couldn't find it for a second. Now, this isn't the complete normal where I make it, but like close enough. And I understand like people get mad that I didn't make it in another glass. It is what it is. I'm just trying to make it quick. But, so this is going to be Valencia, made with orange bitters, a little simple syrup, a little bit of cherry, 1 cherry with a little juice. How about that? But the Valencia is also the Penelope 95 proof. I'm with that, but it just hasn't been my favorite so far. So if I like it in this, at least the buy was not for nothing. So let's give it a little test here. Tire 887 says live catch CC unit TV 30 minutes. I don't know what that means. I like that. I would say it's not anything like super special, right? Tuck said I did it wrong. My bad. What'd I do? Buto says, hey, call me old fashioned. I went and I bought a jar of the cherries that they were selling at Costco. Screaming deal. Buto, have you tried the cherries? What is your thoughts? Do you feel like it's worth the price? Are you okay with it? I mean, I thought I did the old fashioned right, Tux. I put simple syrup. I put a little orange bitters, right? I put a cherry in it. I'm not gonna garnish it with orange. I don't have that. And then Valencia, and it's good. Like for sure, I would not be mad drinking this in old fashioned. Carson says that mic's picking up your swallowing really well. You're welcome. You're welcome. It is. Bro, every time I place this mic somewhere, somebody complains about it, about something else. So my bad. Bro, Carson's first day in, he's already talking about how I swallow. I respect it. Hey, at least could you imagine if I was a whiskey channel and I was taking a sip of whiskey and I spit it into a trash can, though? Y'all would be pissed. I'd be pissed. The building says, now drinking straight and be disappointed. No, I am disappointed with this bottle. Like, it's not what I want it to be, but it is what it is, right? But liking it in old fashioned, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good cocktail maker. I will say that. Like, it's decent. It will get drank, but I will say I'd probably offer this up to guests because it's a cool looking bottle, fun name, has some flavor to it. Most people are going to like it, but me being picky is just not helping it. John Combs says you should place it up your ass. Well, John, you just made it just in at the right time of the stream. You thought I was going to do it? Come the fuck on. John, you know you got to subscribe for that kind of stuff. Carson says, not complaining, just impressed, honestly. Carson, one thing I like to do, I just love talking good little shit, you know. No, I'm here. I'm here for a good time, you know. That's all. He says shit's expensive, no wasting, please. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I want to find a reason why to keep it. I'd give it to somebody else. You know, if I don't personally like it and I can't find a reason to drink it, somebody else will. You know, and I have a few bottles that I've given away, and I have a few bottles that are on my list to give away. I like the look of Penelope, and I want to have a cool little Penelope little part of the shelf, right? I want that, but I don't want to fake it. I don't want to keep Penelope for fun, right? I love the weeded. I love the architect. I actually really like the barrel strength as well. And I know that's someone I want to pick up eventually. Probably not anytime soon, but the Valencia looks cool. I won't be buying another for sure. North Florida says for our next meetup, I'll bring the marshmallow to share. Mine is supposed to be marshmallow. It just doesn't have that label. But yeah, bring it for sure. I'm down to try it. Tux says Fireball should be behind the counter. Tux. No. Maybe the keg. Tux, whenever your birthday is, we should all like chip in to buy you the keg of Fireball. Joe, I don't know how to pronounce that kind of name. Are there any Florida producers that you enjoy that we should all look out for? Yes, absolutely. I love the St. Augustine. I'm from St. Augustine. Technically, I'm from Miami, but I lived in St. Augustine for a long time. Oh no, my camera died. Hold on. Wait just 1 minute. I'll talk while I change the battery. So the St. Augustine distillery has a Florida straight bourbon, right? That is good, but it's only 88 proof. And I will say their 88 proof Florida straight bourbon is good, right? But it's family friendly, very approachable. But they have these single barrels all around St. Augustine. This one's 120 proof, or I'm sorry, 110 proof. It is the most flavorful bottle of St. Augustine stuff I've ever had. This one is a store pick from Shore's Liquor. It's incredible. But I will say the St. Augustine stuff's really good. I wouldn't say buy the Saint or buy any of the super expensive ones, but if you can find a single barrel of the Florida straight bourbon at a higher proof, you are not going to be mad. For sure. Ryan says, I've got a decent recipe for a lemon vanilla whiskey sour. Close proximity. I'd like to see what you think. I mean, honestly, I'd love that. But for whiskey sours, it takes a little bit more effort that I probably can't do tonight. But if you want, feel free to drop the recipe or join the Discord. Right? I don't know what kind of how crazy you get, but I'm sure either Tux or Isaiah can drop the link to the Discord, and if you post it in there, then it's definitely something I can explore with the wife when we do our little cocktail nights on stream, of course, and that way I can be a little bit more prepared for it. Carson says, if your neighborhood is rough enough, Tux, Fireball, Four Roses, Crown 8 all behind the counter. Yeah. Tux, you just got to be in a good enough neighborhood. Tux says, y'all should all pitch in and get me something from the bottom shelf. I'm tired of this sophisticated, top shelf, high-end Fireball. Tux, you just give me the address. I'll send you something. You just keep not telling me. Ryan says 1 ounce limoncello, 1.5 ounce vanilla whiskey. Vanilla whiskey. 1 ounce vanilla syrup, 1 ounce lemon juice, vanilla bitters, 1 egg white, it's moving. Reserve dry, shake, pour over a large ice cube in rocks glass, garnish with lemon zest and peel. That sounds delicious, but everything you just named off, I have to make. Not that I'm not mad. I could do it, but like, I'm just saying, like, I would grade that drink like if I was drinking from the queen. You know what I mean? Like, because of how much work you're putting into me. Vanilla bitters, I've never even seen vanilla bitters, but I would love to have that as like a normal everyday thing. So I'd be okay with it. Vanilla syrup, I get it. Like I can understand why it should be like a standard, but I don't have it. But it sounds good. But what about the egg whites? With whiskey sours typically have egg whites. Where's that at? Tuck says, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, so anybody that does want to join the Discord, by the way, here's your chance. The link's in the chat. Copy, paste it, do whatever you want to do. It's free for now, and we're going to eventually have a members portion where people can sign up as members, join in the Discord, and we can do a little bit after parties on our normal live stream nights. But right now it's free, so I'd join in to have some fun if you want to. No pressure. But we like to get a little weird in there. All right, let's put that to the side. Let's make a little New Riff Old Fashioned too. Actually, let's put it over here. Because I do love this sherry finish. Where's my Call Me Old Fashioned glass? There it is. There she blows. I wish I had some music, but I keep getting copyrighted. Ryan says, egg whites are in there. It's called for 1 egg white. Well, Ryan, you got to give me that or I can't make it right. But no, I agree. I knew it was in there. I just wanted to bust your balls because everybody gives me shit, you know? So I saw my opportunity and I took it. That's my bad. Juan says, I'm drinking Buchanan's and pineapple juice. Juan, as much shit as you have, I don't think you should be drinking that anymore. You've leveled up, you know what I mean? And that's not me saying that. That's everybody else. All right, so my normal old fashions, I put a little bit of orange bitters, and then mainly the spiced cherry bitters from Woodford's. They're my favorite bitters by far, is the spiced cherry. All right, it just gives it a little bit of flavor along with the bitters. Right, about 1/4 to a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, depending on what you personally like to drink. Me, I kind of like in the middle. It just depends on what I'm pouring. Right, and then I have this New Riff Kentucky Straight Malted Rye Whiskey, finished in sherry finish, barrel proof, 111.5 proof. There we go. Oh. Let's get the cherry added in there real quick. Ryan says, North Florida, I've only been tending the bar at VFW for like 6 months, and it's almost 10 years ago. A little VFW action, baby. Juan says, I like to take a trip back when I was in high school. It keeps me young. Ryan says, worst I had was a Cuddy shark. Lemon juice Sprite, microwave for 30 seconds. That's disgusting. Oh, man. Forgot the ice. There we go. It's good enough. I know I don't have the proper ice, and I'm sorry. But if you're new to the channel, you're going to have to learn this. If you're not new, then you know that I never have the proper ice. When we start making enough money from YouTube, I will buy the biggest ice maker for clear ice, cube ice, whatever you fucking want, and I'll put it in that corner over here. But until then, we're rocking with the shitty ice. So, this is a new Riff malted rye old fashioned, 6-year age in sherry finished barrels, aged at least 6 years. Little cherry bitters, little orange bitters, little simple syrup. Let's give it a try. I'll let you know what I think. Oh, that's incredible. That one just hit. That one hits you right. You know what I mean? After like a night of drinking, it still got some flavor. I'd say if I drank it early on, it'd be incredible. It's delicious. That's money. I gotta drink some water because honestly, I drank it and I was like, I'm gonna be hammered. No, I did not. As it says, the only downside is we have so much fun and live streams, we never get any work done after. Facts. Never get anything done afterwards. Ryan says, have you ever played with smoking drinks? Ground cinnamon works surprisingly well with old fashions and whiskey sours. Yeah, I have multiple smokers. I have one over here. I'm not going to crank that one up simply because, I mean, to be honest, it fogs the whole room out. And where's my other one? Oh, there it is. It fogs the whole room out. My room smelled like smoke for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It was pretty rough. Now, granted, made a good old fashioned. Let's smoke this one. This one has cherry wood in it already. But this is a grain 7 smoker. Kind of pushes it down into the glass rather than smoking the whole glass. And I like it for 2 reasons. One, it kind of condenses it, doesn't make a shit ton of smoke, because the other one hooks up to a fan and just blows the smoke. But this one allows you to smoke the inside of the glass, the top of the drink, and allows you to condense it a little bit better rather than all over the place. But I love a good smoked old fashioned, to be honest. So, it just depends. My Floyd says I bought a still a few years ago, only ever distilled water and vinegar, I swear. Okay. I do want to buy a little still and just like play around, but I think that's a little bit more in the future. Let's see. It didn't pop up in my normal thing. North Shore says I worked as a carpenter in my 20s. I learned a lot. I'm with it. Anyways, so let me check 2 little stats real quick. Right now we're at 2,179 subscribers. We're almost at 2,200. You know what I mean? We're close. My goal mainly is to hit the 222 or 2,222 first, because I'm fucking salty like that. But then 2,500 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway of the Woodford's double oak, not the full bottles, samples, and the 13th Colony. And I think we spice it up a little bit because I have a pretty good selection. I'm not saying I have the best selection, but the Woodfords is pretty cool to have. 13th Colony double oak's cool to have. But I think we give them one of whatever they also pick. So we give away 3 decent sized samples, and that's what we'll do for a giveaway at 2,500 subscribers. Maybe we also give them a membership as well, so that way we get like some cool perks into that as well. Not sure how logistically sound that one last part is, but we'll figure it out. So, in reality, we've been cruising on subscribers lately. Somebody new in the live or in the Discord. Well, welcome. I don't typically check the Discord while I'm live, but I saw it. That much better. That much better, though. But anyway, so yeah, just to reiterate, at 2,500 subscribers, double oak sample giveaway, 13th Colony double oak giveaway, and one of whatever the fuck they pick out of everything I have up at that point. We'll ship it off, have them sample it. If they want to come on a live stream too, just to try them, I'm down for that. That's always fun, but they're not obligated to. They can drink in their own time. Joseph says, so the double oak. Ryan has become a member. Ryan, welcome to the family. Members do have a special giveaway as well. I'm not pressuring anybody to do giveaways or become a member by any means, but typically I think in March we're going to have all of the members in their own separate giveaway for their own separate stuff. I'm just saying for normal everyday subscribers, we're going to do 2,500 subscribers. We'll do a giveaway of some samples. But if you are a member, we haven't figured out the logistics of like what number makes the most sense yet. But I'd say more than likely, if we hit 2,500, I'll probably give away at least something to one of the members, if not all the members. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Joseph says, so the double oaked means staved, right? Still 2 barrels. They did actual 4 barrels for that juice. Sounds expensive. The double oak is expensive. I will say that. So they barreled it, and then they barreled it again. The question mark really comes in for the double is, did they say, hey, it's been doubled, we're going to double it again? They put it in a third, or did they put it in 4 barrels? They did not put staves in it. That's not the case. The question mark's always been, has it been 3 barrels or 4 barrels? The final word that I did hear is that it was actually 4 barrels. I don't know how true that is because I ain't seen it, though. So I can't really promise you. Tuck's out here celebrating. He says, Ryan, welcome to the family. Ryan says, oh, sweet. I wasn't even in the live stream for the giveaway announcements. I don't typically try to like tell everybody because I'm not the stream that says, hey, I want you to subscribe because of the giveaways. I want that to be like an extra little perk. But yes, for anybody that is in here now, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the stream. It does help us grow. When we hit 2,500 subscribers, we'll do a giveaway for normal people, normal subscribers. And then we'll also do a giveaway for the members. Members are pretty low. We just got monetized like a week ago, so I expect that to grow, but at the end of the day, if they don't, better chance for you guys. The Megs Bear says, I bought a bottle of Redwood Empire Pipe Dream, Heaven's Door, Barrel C. Okay, did you open any of those, Meg Bears? Did you crack them open? Like, what's your thoughts? Florida, I agree with that. I feel like it should go down in price. But I don't know if it will. Jose says, I pour myself another Penelope and a drop of full proof. The stuff's very good. I hear that. I hear that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think right now it's about 11:11. Make a wish. Mine's done. But I think that's where we end it. We had a good night. We've been live since 8:30, 5-ish, right? We did the first live where we did all the double oak blinds, and we went on. We did a little late night pour. We made some old fashions, had a pour. We had a good time. But I still got to be able to function tomorrow. So I think we call it a night tonight. Turn the bell on. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will go live. I'm going to guess Saturday. Fridays is a normal time. Can't promise that. If I go live, though, y'all better join. But if you don't, totally understandable. So let's plan for Saturday. If not, Tuesdays. Tuesday's been trying to be our second day. We just keep running into issues. Meg Bear says, Pipe Dream was good and sweet, but Heaven's Door was more complex. I haven't had the Heaven's Door. I heard mixed things. The Pipe Dream is one of my favorites. He's about to open the Seagrass. Seagrass, I heard great things, so... MTG Vault says, James E. Pepper Decanter is my favorite new drink. I hear that one's incredible. I haven't had that or seen it yet, but it's on my pickup list for sure. So I hear great things about it. I just wish I wish I had it now so I could agree with you. But we are going to go live probably Saturday. If not Tuesday, one of the two. We just got to make sure we make it happen. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the other side. Peace. I'm rolling the intro again so I don't get copyright on the outro. Yada, yada, yada.
Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned. It's time to grab your glass, fill it up to the brim, because now it is time for 4 hours for commercial-free.
It went back to me. It went back to me. We did that last time, didn't we?
Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned. It's time to grab your glass, fill it up to the brim, because now it is time for 4 hours